Yeah. Okay, so now let me start over officially. Okay, so here we go. Again, thank you very much everyone for joining today. This is 12th of November on Sunday. So as Sunday's topic, as usual, I will be covering the Forex pairs on my watch list and also commodities, which are gold and WTI. And also I cover indices and also BTC/USD. And then also I will be covering the news for this week. So I have lots to cover. So after making a few announcements, I will go into the topics. So so first topic is announcement is about the GTS in January 2024 is now open. This is 3 months course and I teach my strategy with Ichimoku and also not only how to enter, how to exit trades, but also money management and risk management. So that's coming up soon. So please let me know if you're interested. Please let me know by email. The information is on the below description. And second announcement I wanted to share today is about the fake accounts. Seems like recently there are also still some fake accounts of mine, social medias. So I do YouTube, I do X, I have Facebook, and I have Instagram. And please remember these account names. And everything else are fake. So please be careful. And I never do Telegram, I never do TikTok. So if you see me on one of these social medias, those are all fake. And I never send messages to anyone through social media because I get so many messages and I can't really find which one's good, which ones are not. So whenever you want to reach me, please do by email. That will be the best. So those were some announcements. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry the microphone was off, but now now it's on. So yeah, sorry about the trouble initially. Okay, so let me quickly say hi to everyone. Butera, good to see you. Yes, I will cover gold and Dow Jones. Yes, I will cover today's topic. Yeah, and also he says, is it possible to recapitulate the general lessons of Ichimoku indicator? Yes, you can find playlist of Ichimoku 1 to 5 series and you can have understanding of overall bigger picture of Ichimoku. Okay, and Costa, thank you very much for joining as usual. Very much good to see you. And everyone, great to see you too. All right, Abdul, yes, I'm feeling much better now. Thank you very much. Yes, I am now recovering. So yeah, I went to Paris for my holiday trip for 2 weeks. Now came back in Dubai and I'm all fresh. So again, thank you very much for the comment. Now I'm feeling much better now. Okay, so now let me switch screen to TradingView and start the forecast. So today, since this is weekend, I check the weekly time frame. And as usual, I start from Euro USD all the way down to Swiss franc JPY. I cover the 21 pairs on my watch list first. Okay, so Euro USD continuously in range in terms of Ichimoku because Kijun Sen is flat and Kumo is still twisted. And Chikou span is also very close. So like I mentioned last week, Euro USD remains flat range. So in the short term, it's bullish because when Kijun Sen is flat, the market tends to retrace Kijun Sen. So I think Kijun Sen will be a target. If you want to buy, then the target will be 1.0862. But the price is within the Kumo, so that means I think that the market will be spiky. So I say Kijun Sen retracement is now taking place, but the only question is we never know how many weeks, how many days it takes to reach there. So for now, I think this may not be the good opportunity to trade unless you want to hold in the long term and exit on the weekly Kijun Sen. So that's Euro USD. And next one is the Euro JPY. Euro JPY remains bullish. So let me take out all these lines. So Euro JPY remains bullish. So as expected, the market broke the resistance last week. Okay, so the next potential target is now 170.03. And this is the swing high from all the way back in the week of 21st of July 2008. So I am not still sure if this level is valid or not, but for the long-term perspective, people will look like the market like this, and they notice that there is a swing high here. So this is a psychological level too, which is close to 170. The exact number is a psychological number. So either way, by the time the market reaches 170, it will reverse. But until the market reaches there, there's no resistances. So I think this market looks very good. I continue to look for buying opportunities on Euro JPY this week. So I will mark purple on this one. In terms of Ichimoku lines, it's bullish too because Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen is also up, Chikou span above the candles, and Kumo is getting thicker and bigger, and it's pointing up. So this is all bullish trend. So yeah, this is not overbought actually. When it's overbought, Kumo becomes thin like this, but now Kumo is getting thicker. So that means I think this uptrend will continue in the long term. So Euro JPY looks one of the best pairs to trade this week. And next is the Euro CAD. So Euro CAD is also bullish because it broke the P wave. The yellow lines are called P wave in Ichimoku, or you can call it as a triangle range. And the triangle was broken bullish 2 weeks ago. And last week it was bullish too. So the initial target is now 1.4825, which is the previous resistance. Or it may reach 1.4879. So this is almost like a resistance zone now. So whenever the market reaches the resistance zone, it may retrace. So if you're buying right now, you can keep holding until the market reaches in this area. But if not, it may be better to just wait for the breakout and then buy. So for now, I put my arrow up above that resistance zone. Then when it happens, the next target is going to be on 1.5114. So that's my analysis on Euro CAD. Okay, next is the Euro AUD. Euro AUD, as I mentioned also last week, the market has been supported by the trend line, and last week it was exactly respected. So it was bullish. So that means this bullish trend is continuous. And Kumo is now flat, but the price is above the Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and Chikou span is now clearly above the candles. So I can see that the buyers are now coming back, and I think the market reaches 1.7069. It may reach there this week. So I continue to look for buying opportunities on Euro AUD. So I mark purple on this one also. Okay, so next pair is Euro Pound. Euro Pound has been range, but rather this is more of the retracing market. And that's because I'm actually, first of all, the Ichimoku lines, I'm actually checking the Ichimoku lines and also price action. But in terms of Ichimoku lines, now the price broke the Kijun Sen 4 weeks ago, and now it's heading towards Kumo. So when the price is between Kijun Sen and Senko Span A, Kumo, then the target is going to be Senko Span A, which is the lower part of the Kumo when it's bearish. When it's bearish Kumo. So now it's almost reaching that target. And then after that, I think the market ranges. So there's no momentum anymore there. In terms of Ichimoku, it's range to bullish. And when the trend really happens, is when it breaks Kumo, especially this flat Senko span B breakout can be significant. So that's Ichimoku analysis. In terms of price action, it's bullish too because there was a double bottom, a neckline breakout. Neckline was 0.87. As I also mentioned last week, that was a neckline of this double bottom. So, and last week it clearly broke. In terms of price action, it's bullish, but it may retrace and test 0.87 and goes up. That's also possible, especially when the market goes into Kumo. Then the second scenario may be also possible. So for now, I don't think I will trade on this one. Obviously, Euro JPY looks much better than Euro Pound. So next is Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc has been downtrending, but last week it broke the descending trend line bullish. So now this is range. So I take out this descending trend line, I take out this reversal level, and I take out also this arrow down. So now in my mind is neutral. It's a 50-50 chance of whether the market goes bullish or bearish. So yeah, looks like the market is still resisted by the Kijun Sen, but if this week Kijun Sen breakout happens, then I think it goes nowhere. So Euro Swiss franc may not be the best pair to trade this week. So now moving on to pound base pairs. So first, pound AUD. So pound AUD also has been bullish in terms of the trend line. It has been supported once, twice, and 3 times last week. So I think it's bullish now. So in this case, I take out this arrow down, and then I only remain bullish arrow. In terms of Ichimoku, it's range still, because Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen dead cross just happened last week. So if you want to buy from an Ichimoku perspective, you want to wait for the Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen to be gold crossing on the weekly chart. And I think that will be the best timing to buy. For now, it may range too, or it may be ascending P wave or descending P wave, and then the P wave may be broken bullish. So now also it's losing volatility. So yeah, Euro Pound AUD may not be the best pair to trade this week, but in the long term it is. In the long term. Okay, so next one is the Pound JPY. Pound JPY is also bullish because last week, 2 weeks ago, it broke the P wave, like I mentioned before last week, and then last week was bullish. So now it's going up. And also Kumo Senko span A is up, Senko span B is flat, Kijun Sen is up, Chikou span above candles, and the price above the Tenkan Sen. So this is clearly bullish. And Kumo is getting its thickness, so that means this is not overbought yet. So I think the market breaks 186.96, sorry, 186.69 level bullish. Yeah, so I mark purple and continue to look for the buying opportunities. In this case, I don't wait for the breakout because the Kumo is thick enough. So this is the area between Senko span A and Senko span B. This Kumo cloud is thick. In this case, I expect the market breaks that resistance. So I don't mind looking for the entry opportunity to buy within the week. Okay, so next one is Pound CAD. Okay, Pound CAD is now completely ranging. Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen flat. There was a Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen dead cross, and Chikou span is now touching candles. So simply it's range, no trend, no trace. Next is the Pound USD. Pound USD is also range. There's not much of a movement because both Pound and USD are strong. So there's not much of directions. For the last couple of weeks, I said it's bearish, but it looks like the market is now supported by the Kumo and went up. So I will take out this arrow down and take out the support levels, and I wait until the market decides which way to go. So next is the pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc is also now range mode. Yeah, 4 weeks ago, I said it's bearish because it broke the major support level. But looks like it didn't last long. And 2 weeks ago, it broke that support level of 1.1061 level bullish. And today is bearish, or this week, last week was bearish. But I don't think the market goes down from here. If the market was resisted by 1.1061 level, then it may have gone down this way. But this breakout last week, I think, was significant, that the market may retrace or it may go range for the next couple weeks. So pound Swiss franc is not the good pair for me. Okay, next is USDJPY. USDJPY has been bullish continuously too, like the other JPY pairs. The Kumo's bullish, and it's getting thicker and bigger. And the Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen flat, but the market was supported by the Tenkan Sen and goes bullish again. And Chikou span above the candlestick also. So the market may break 151.91, which is the swing high on this USDJPY, but we will see. And also, Bank of Japan, BOJ, Bank of Japan may intervene anytime soon. I think they will intervene when it breaks 120 level, so just watch out. My recommendation is not to trade on USDJPY, but trade other pairs. We have lots of other options to trade. Okay, so next one is USDCAD. USDCAD is continuously range because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both flat now, and Chikou span is above candle, so it's bullish. So let's say if the market will be supported by the trend line, by yellow trend line, or not. If it breaks the forecast lines, then that means it becomes bullish. But we will see how it goes. Okay, so next is USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc has been ranging too, because both USD and Swiss francs are recently strong. So that's why there's no direction in the market. So simply it's range. The prices between Kijun and Kumo, and Chikou span is also touching. So yeah, this is range. So the next scenario is if the market breaks the blue level 0.9148, which is actually the neckline of inverted head and shoulders. So when it breaks this area or this zone again, the zone of this area, then I think the market turns bullish. I think the market turns bullish this way. But until that happens, I think it keeps ranging. It may go down and up and finally breaks. So we will see which scenario becomes true. For now, there's nothing to do on this one. So now moving on to AUD pairs. So AUD-CAD, it was bullish because I saw the market broke the Kijun Sen, but last week ended with the bearish bar. And as a result, there is no trend in the lower time frames either. So this is no more tradable. Okay, so next one is AUD Swiss franc. AUD Swiss franc still bearish because it has been resisted by the descending trend line still. Last week, it became bearish. And Kumo is not too thin. Kumo has thickness to it. Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, Chikou span below candles. So as long as price remains below the trend line, it's bearish. So the next scenario is the market may be supported again on the 0.56 area. It may be supported and then goes up, then be resisted by this descending trend line, then finally it may break bearish. So we will see. If it breaks bearish, I think AUD Swiss franc can be one of the best pairs. to trade. But if it breaks bullish, never trade. You cannot, because most likely the market spikes. Yeah, this is the area where the sellers in the long term and buyers in the short term fight. So when they fight, it creates lots of conflict, lots of long wicks, and a spread may be bigger, and there is no direction. So the only timing is when you see bearishness. Even after the breakout, even before the breakout of the support level, if you think it's a good timing, you can sell. And when the breakout really happens, the trend will go really fast. So yeah, for now, I put an arrow down because to me, it's bearish still. Okay, next is AUDJPY. AUDJPY is about to break that resistance, 97.70, and I'm still waiting for that moment to happen. So yeah, simply waiting for the breakout. But then now Kumo is bullish. Kumo Senko span A is up, and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both bullish. Chikou span above candles too. So this week, it may break out. And once it breaks, I think there will be a long bar, bigger bars than others. Then see how it goes. Okay, so next is AUDUSD. Right, AUDUSD is also range. This is still no trend in terms of Ichimoku on the weekly. So in this case, we have to squeeze the chart and look at the bigger picture. Then you know that this is bearish because it has been resisted by the descending trend line once, twice, and 3 times. So this time, the market may be bullish to the trend line, then finally goes bearish. That scenario is still possible. So let's see how it plays out. Excuse me. Okay, so next is CAD Swiss franc. CAD Swiss franc is now also range. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat. Chikou span still very close. So the best timing to trade is when it breaks 0.646 level. So I will keep my arrow down like this way and see if it plays out. Okay, next is the CADJPY. This pair is still bullish also. So because Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up, and the market has been ranging now for the last 1 month or so. But I think the market breaks here, especially when it breaks this inside bar that I put on yellow lines. These are called inside bars. And then once it breaks the inside bar bullish, that's a sign of the new uptrend. So yeah, CADJPY, I continue to monitor and continue to look for buying opportunities, not the selling opportunities on this one, because that will be against the Ichimoku direction. Okay, so next is the Swiss franc JPY. This one is also bullish. Yeah, simply because of the strong Swiss franc and weak JPY. And Kumo is getting thicker and bigger. Kijun Sen is up. Chikou span above candles too. So this is really a nice bullish trend. So yeah, so that's my analysis on the Forex pairs on my watch list. Okay, now let me move on to gold, XAUUSD, because I have some requests and I know some of you trade gold also. So let me give analysis of myself. But before that, let me take a water. So I will be right back. Okay, thanks for waiting. So let me now do analysis on gold, XAUUSD. So this market is still range in terms of in the bigger picture, because if you remember what I said a couple of weeks ago, this is on Y wave. And Y wave is the most tricky market. So this is a market to stay away. Or you can contrarian trade within the Y wave, but even so, it may be challenging. And the reason why I said that is because last week, it didn't break the resistance of 2007, but instead, it went bearish. So now, the potential target is on the weekly Tenkan-sen, which is 1909.9. And once it breaks it, it may go down to 1808.39. That will also be for the long term. But in this case, I think the price goes up and down through the Tenkan-sen and also Kijun-sen, like this. So if the market breaks the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen bearish, then it goes down to the swing low, which is 1808.39. Then it goes bullish again to Kijun-sen, like this. And it repeats until it breaks either direction. I think it repeats over time. So again, for now, gold is bearish because it was resisted by the resistance area and still within the Y wave in the bigger picture. Okay, so let me now move on to WTI. WTI has been bearish. So as expected, last week became bearish because, like I mentioned, this was within the big inside. It was within this big inside, so when it breaks, actually it went down bearish. That's reasonable. So for now, it's downtrend. And this week, it may break the Kumo on the weekly and goes down all the way to, could be here, to 66.92. So we will see. This is now bearish, downtrend. Okay, so now let me cover indices. First, Nikkei 225. This is now bullish. The price became above the Tenkan-sen, and Senko span A is bullish now. Kijun-sen is also bullish too, and Chikou span above candles. So Nikkei 225, it may reach again the all-time high of 34,000. So we will see in the month of November. That's my analysis. Okay, next is Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones is now in range. There is not much of trending direction yet. And so Ichimoku, if you look at the Ichimoku lines, first I notice is that the Kumo is extremely thin over here. So this is not trustable. I mean, the Kumo might twist. When Senko span A crosses the Senko span B bearish, that's called the Kumo cross. So then it may change the direction also. So looks like it may happen soon. So let's see. 2 weeks ago, it was bullish. Last week, it's bullish too. But clearly, it's losing its momentum for the buyers. So at this stage, again, we can't really know which way it's going. But simply, I monitor every day and see how it happens. Okay, so next is Nasdaq. Nasdaq, unlike Dow Jones, is bullish. So I take out this down arrow. And the reason why I say is because Kijun-sen is up, Chikou span above candles. And also it broke the descending trend line bullish. I think this was very significant. So yeah, Nasdaq is now bullish, so I take my arrow up like this and see how it plays out. Okay, so next is S&P 500. Overall, its range from Ichimoku. Kumo is still small. It's smaller and it's a flat Kumo almost. There was a Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen dead cross on the weekly, and also Chikou span above candles, but still very close to the candlestick from Chikou span viewpoint. So yeah, last week was bullish and it broke that resistance level of 43.97, but we will see. We will see. Okay, so next is Euro stocks. Euro stocks, right? Yeah, Euro stocks 50. So this market is bullish for the last 2 weeks, and now it's reaching the Kijun Sen. So and when the price reaches the Kijun Sen, it may be resisted and goes bearish. Also, this Kijun Sen level is the previous lows also, 42.41.4 level. So if it breaks bullish, I think that's great. I will be following the uptrend. You can follow the uptrend. But if it goes down, then no, because most likely ranges. Yeah, that's my opinion on Euro stocks. Okay. So next is FTSE 100, UK 100. This one is now completely ranging. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, and Chikou span is now below the candles. In this case, how to trade is based on the Kijun Sen retracement. So as you can take a look, this is in the box range. What I call the box range. And box range means highs are at the same level and lows are at the same level. So this is now box range. And within the box range, Ichimoku lines work very well. So let's say, so far it's bullish, but let's say the market goes bearish and it goes close to the support. Then you can buy. You could buy. Then you target the Kijun Sen on the weekly. But if it breaks, as soon as it breaks, you have to exit in a good timing. Otherwise, you will lose big. But if you buy and hold, still, if the market still keeps box ranging, then I think that it reaches Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen above. And if the market breaks Kijun Sen, then it goes up to resistance, then retraces to Kijun Sen. That's usually the case. So yeah, let's see how it plays out on this one. That's FTSE 100. Okay, so next is CAC France. CAC France is now within the Kumo, and the Kumo is still so thin. Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen also flat, and Chikou span below the candles, but it's getting closer. So to me, this is range. There's no trend and no trace. Okay, so next one is German 40. German 40 is also bullish for the last 2 weeks, and it was supported by the previous support level, and it's bullish too. Yeah, so yeah, let's see. At least I think we have to wait for the Kijun Sen breakout to be really, bullish trend. Okay, so we'll see. And then let me cover Nifty chart. Okay, Nifty is now bullish too because of the Senko span A angle is bullish, and Kijun Sen is bullish, and Chikou span above candles. And what's more, it broke the inside bar breakout bullish. So here was an inside that I'm referring to. Oh, sorry, it didn't break yet. Okay. So still, even up to this week, the prices are within the big bearish bar. So, but I think sooner or later, I think that it breaks the resistance of the inside and see how it goes. Okay, so next one is AU200. Okay, AU200 is now being resisted by the previous support. That's one thing I just noticed right now. The previous support is now resisting the price level right now, which is 7007. If it will be resisted, it goes bearish. If not, I think it goes bullish, at least to Kijun Sen. And see how it goes. Okay, so finally, Hansen Index. Hansen has been bearish because price is now below the Tenkan Sen, and Kumo flat, but Kijun Sen flat too, and Chikou span below the candles. So I can see that there are more sellers than buyers in this market, so sell will be the right call on Hansen Index. Okay, so now let me cover BTC USD. Okay, again, in the meantime, let me drink water, so please allow me to leave a few seconds. Just hold on. Okay, now I'm back. So here is the BTC USD, and it is bullish. Yeah, it is bullish for the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks, especially after the breakout of the major level of 31,867. It has been bullish continuously. In terms of Ichimoku, this is overbought because Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen are exactly touching and overlapping, and they are pointing up together. So this is overbought. So I think the market retraces anytime. But since this is crypto, it may not apply. Because once it goes, I know it goes really fast and stable. So in that regard, Ichimoku rules may not apply. But it will be applicable on other strategies of Ichimoku. But for now, I think the breakout of the resistance is nice. And it's an I wave. So the retracements have to happen in order for the market to go bullish again. So yeah, that's the thing. So now just watch out on the retracement is my advice on BTC USD. Okay, so that covered the whole topics I wanted to cover today, and also news. Let me cover news website. So here is the news website. I'm using the one called fx3.com because I have been using this for a couple of years and I somehow like it. So I keep using this one. But as long as you can watch the high impact news on the week, then no matter which website you're using, I think the result will be the same. So again, Monday to tomorrow, we have no big news. Tuesday, 14th, we have some news, right? Employment changes in UK, and in Switzerland there is a German Jordan speech in SNB. So Swiss franc pairs may be affected, and also Euro. They have GDP report in Euro, and then CPI in the US, and that's it. So on the 14th itself, we have lots of big news to watch out, from Asian to New York session. And then next one on Wednesday the 15th, we have another China retail sales news. It may not impact that much, but just in case, you can check. And also CPI in UK will be there too. And also BOE monetary policy report hearings are also there in UK. And then also retail sales in the US also. And that's it. So we have lots of events on Wednesday as well. Now Thursday 16th, we have unemployment rate in Australia, and that's it. 17th November, we have retail sales in UK, and that's it. So I think the most impact, the highest impact among these news is, I think, CPI in the US, which happens on Tuesday, the day after. I think CPI, X-Freight Energy, I think is very big impact. So we will see. Okay, so that covered the whole chapters I need to cover today. So let me now say hi to everyone. Also check some comments too. Okay, all right. So Edward, good to see you. Dinesh, also thank you for joining. Good to see you. And yeah, happy Diwali, right? Happy Diwali too, right? They have lots of lightings on through the window, so I see it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, Marbles, good to see you. And Elia also, good to see you. Welcome back here. Thank you for joining as always. And Shubhan, good to see you too. Happy Diwali too. Right. And yeah, let me check some comments here. Anubis says the market is slow and don't know where to go. No direction. Yeah, if you look at the higher time frames, let's say if you only look at the, let me take, let's see, some of the Forex pairs as example. Yeah, so let's say when you watch the Euro Swiss franc, you know that this is range. But, and it's slow, right? Slow. So, and because it's range, we can't really tell which way it's going. Oh, sorry, let me share screen again, sorry. So here is again Euro Swiss franc, and it's losing the direction. So in this case, nothing to expect. But the markets like Euro JPY is bullish, so you follow it. That's my strategy. Okay. All right. Ankush says, thank you for your awesome insights. Could you analyze Tesla on the daily and 2H? Let me see. Tesla. Let's see. Stocks, and I think I have Tesla. Yes, here. Okay. On the weekly time basis, looks like the market is now supported by the Senko Span B. So the initial target is on the Kijun Sen or Tenkan Sen on the weekly time frame. So it may reach either 231.99 or 236.70. And then if I check the daily time frame shows that this is this is now bearish. I think there was a gap 2 weeks ago, and then if this gap will be filled this way, then it goes bullish. But if it doesn't fill, and then if it breaks the support, then it continues bearish. And so far, looks like this is now becoming a reverse in the wave. So it may break support and goes bearish. That's a daily time frame analysis. On the weekly, I say it's retracing. So that means it may retrace after this potential end wave. It may retrace, then goes down also. It happens too. So that's Tesla. So for me, Tesla is now still bearish. It's not really bullish to me. Okay, hello Oli, good to see you. And Starry, also good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay, Hakan says, hi Kay, I'm a stock market trader. Does Ichimoku Cloud suitable for stock market? Yes. Originally, Ichimoku was created to trade the stock markets, so and indices. So it is valid. Yes, it's valid. And also, if it's suitable, could you explain how I can trade stocks? Could you make a video for stock traders? Unfortunately, I don't trade stock markets. I want to. If I see some trends, I want to. But so far, I have no opportunities as per weekly time frame. So that's why I'm not taking. But if I take entries, then I will, of course, show the videos to you, and you can learn from it. But for now, let me explain based on Forex pairs, because that's my field, and you can apply technically the same concept on any market, including stocks or index. Okay, hello boss, good to see you. And Marbrose says, okay, how do you trade an inside bar breakout pattern? Do you go in the next candle if it's a clear breakout, or what do you look for? Yes, I wait for the breakout. I wait the breakout and close price above the inside, then I take entry. Until the market closes, you will never know if it breakout or not. So you have to wait for the breakout by waiting for the clear close price above or below the inside. And that's how I take trades. Okay, all right, Tengo, good to see you. And Costa says, hi Kay, I have Have you ever thought of doing a daily recap forecast on your pairs? I think this would be great to help your viewers. Daily recap forecast on your pairs per day, you mean? Yeah, well, this is the weekly analysis, and mainly I check the weekly time frames in the Forex pairs today on the Sundays weekly. And on Mondays, I do weekly analysis too. And I will do the weekly analysis among the GTS graduate membership and KTS Academy membership. On Mondays, I do that. In there, I do not only analyze weekly, but also daily in 4 hour and choose the best market within the week. And I follow it. I follow those best pairs by breaking down to the lower time frames. On this YouTube, I check the weekly only, and weekly also leads the market, so in that sense it's good. But you have to also check multiple time frames, lower time frames too, when the market opens. So for now, I think the best of the best is the Euro JPY, and it's bullish, and Kumo is thick enough, so I think it breaks and goes bullish continuously. And Euro AUD is also in the bullish mode. It has been supported by a trend line 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it's bullish. And Pound JPY is also bullish. It broke the P wave, and it's about to break that resistance level. And USD JPY is bullish, but watch out. BOJ may intervene, so be careful. And CAD JPY is also bullish, especially when it breaks the inside. I think this pair will be one of the best. So let's see. And finally, Swiss franc JPY is bullish too, because of the thick Kumo, and it may break that resistance. So looks like JPY pairs are nice this week, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, so that covered the whole topics I wanted to cover today. So looks like the markets are continuously choppy, and I'm sure that requires patience to wait for the next best trend. But it's better to wait, and it's better always not to trace and not to lose. Because if, let's say, you enter trade right now, today or tomorrow, you enter trade and you lose money. But when you lose money on the next day, you may see bigger trends. But because you have no money, you have nothing to follow. So to avoid that, we have to have the risk management. We have to keep trading, but we have to have a risk management at the same time, so that when the big trend really comes, you still have money to save. Then you enter trades according to those new trends, right? So yeah, so I think risk management and psychology management comes first. Then strategy comes next. So either way, I think we have to just watch out on the retracement and spiky markets. Definitely, the patterns has been different from the last couple of years. Usually October, November are good months for me, and I capture some nice pips. But by looking back, the markets looks like they are continuously choppy. Now JPY pairs may looking good, but we will see how it plays out. So because we cannot control the market, we have to do what we have to do, and we have to focus on what we have to control. The rest, just let it go. Okay, so again, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, or you have a great week this week. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. All right, bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you very much.